Hi folks, you're all welcome again tonight. Hope you're all enjoying that nice fine weather. Beautiful day today here. I was sorry I wasn't going to do something outdoors this evening. Maybe pull out the barbecue and do something with you, but anyway, I just had a busy day, so I said okay. Somebody had asked me, my friend Stephen in Coriander said, Melda, why don't you do a curry? So tonight I'm doing a chicken korma, it's called, which is Indian really. Thai is a different style of curry, which we did in our masterclass the other night. So if any of you have any questions about it, you can flick them up there, so hopefully I'll see them. So I'll give you all a few minutes just to log on. I'm early tonight anyway. So hope you're all enjoying the nice weather, and I think a lot of you enjoyed making the brownies at the weekend, and got lots of pictures back of everyone that did them and how well they turned out. A few queries maybe we had as well over the weekend. I suppose maybe there was one thing maybe I didn't stress enough, was to let them cool when you take them out of the oven before you go cutting them. I even would leave them a day and then make sure you have the knife dipped into boiling water before you cut them. So there were two little things maybe, especially to cool them though, because the chocolate will set. Some of you told me that you were cutting them and they were wet, so that'll tell you it wasn't cooled enough. Okay, my earpods are pulling out of me. Okay folks, so if anyone is there, you might check in there if you like. I'll just give you a few minutes there. And the chicken curry, there's lots really I could say about it, but I'll try and keep it concise. If you're making a madras curry, some of you might just use ordinary curry powder, right? Something like this. But really, if you want to make a kind of a decent curry or a madras or a korma, make sure you want spices really. That's the main thing. And what I'd say to you there is try and get a couple of jars of spices, and I'll just give you a little tip tonight about spices, how to keep them fresh, because they do go off. This is a large jar of curry powder we have in the pantry, so the air would get to it, so it wouldn't be as strong as what you think it would be. So just be careful of that. Now in the recipe that we put up there was a mixture of spices, and I have them mixed here. There's cumin and coriander, there's turmeric, there's a little bit of chili powder or chili flakes, so you know, and a bit of cinnamon. So I mixed them all there, just measured them. You have the measurements there in the recipe. And what I'm just going to say to you is, if you want just to refresh the spiciness of curries, what you need to do is just put them on a pan and give them a quick little seal on the pan. I have the pan on here and it's nice and hot, you can see it there. And there's one other thing I'm just going to add, and that's 2 tablespoons of coconut. And just pop it into the pan and you'll get this fantastic aroma. And what you're doing is really releasing the spices out. Look at it there folks. Just before you start, you could do that early in the day if you wanted to. So these jars, these are what I used. So I was just giving them an extra little kick. If you heat them like that first, it does do a great job. And I added in, as I said, 2 tablespoons of coconut. That's an extra now. If you like coconut, some people say, oh, I don't like coconut. So you can leave out the coconut. That's why I didn't put it in the original recipe there, so you can add it in if you have it there with yourself. Is that okay with everyone? If you have any questions, you can pop them in there to me, and I'll get back to them even when I finish. I find it is better, I can read them perfect. Now folks, all you do then after that is chicken, and we're sponsored again tonight with Jack, our local butcher, and I'm delighted to be part of his team. And so we're using chicken. Nothing can be as straightforward as chicken really. So there's about 4 chicken breasts depending on the size of the chicken breasts. If they're a bit small, go with 5. And what you're going to do is, I'll just show you there, you can either dice the chicken or what I've started to do lately is, and I've gloves on because chicken, raw chicken, you have to be careful of. Now you want a hot pan. We did this in our master class the other night. So you want a hot pan there just to have it nice and hot. So I'm there, I have it heating there beside me, and I'm just going to use a little bit of rapeseed oil or vegetable oil. So get it good and hot, because I fried off the chicken breast there before we came on, so I have them fried off. But I just said I'd show you one of them anyway so that you'd see it. So look at, make sure though the pan is hot. I said this in our master class the other night, you need a hot pan, okay, to seal the chicken, okay? So you should hear a sizzle. That's what you want. And I just like these little fingers of chicken will cook very quick for you then when you're making the curry. I have it made, you know, in less than. So we just let it brown up there for a few seconds. Okay. So you want it nice and hot. So you can hear the sizzling there, I'll show you. See it? So make sure the chicken browns there for you. I want to see is there, if we have anybody checking in there. Okay, that's fine. And I'd like to say hello to Margaret Hoff there in Coolmean, who's checking in every night with me. Great cook as well. Nice, likes the little bit of diversity in these times. Tommy and herself are being very good out there in Coolmean. She's plenty Garda Síochána is minding her, I think. So, hello Margaret. Hope you're keeping well. So you can hear the sizzle there, folks. So I just, as I say, I did 4 today there. So here I have another one. They weren't that big, so that's fine. So again, you can also, if you wanted to have a more chunky curry, you could, Jack has the chicken breasts with the little wings. If you wanted it all in one piece, you could use that as well. But just if you're in a hurry, and this is a great dish. This dish will improve now. It will be actually better tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. Okay? So this is nearly done now. I'll show you there. You can see it nice and brown. It's a great little pan. It never sticks. So we'll take that off there. Okay? So the chicken is done. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to switch pans. And I'll come back to my other nice big pan that I've used a lot of nights there, and we'll get it all into it together. Just show you there, this guy here. Okay, so chicken is done, folks. So you could do that there for an hour or so before you're even ready to go. So here I go, another little bit of oil. I've vegetable or I've rapeseed oil. And your next job then that I just want to show you there earlier, I used this the other night as well. I have the chilli, the garlic and the ginger all mixed here. And I just gave it a quick kind of a little buzz. You'll see it, it's lovely and fine, the ginger. Now if you haven't got one, you can grate it and you can chop it. But I just find these little things are great to do them small jobs for you. So if you want to, you're ready then to start sauteing those as well. You also have 2 onions for this recipe. So look at, I slice them nice and thin. I like the slicing for the curries really. So here you're going now, you're just getting that to give it a cook off. Okay, and I'm going to also add in there my lovely chilli. There's a green chilli and there's 2 to 3 cloves of garlic and there's a nice knob of ginger. Fresh ginger, folks, loads of it in the shops. So you need that to bring up the flavors of the curry. Okay, and there's a fabulous smell now of this. I'm just going to make sure I get all this out, because it's just, there's a fantastic aroma. Oh my God, it's just divine. See it? Now I'm also this evening, just as a little extra, going to add, I got these lovely little coloured small peppers today. So you could add those in. See? So they give a lovely colour. Now if you're not a pepper person, you just leave it out. So this only takes a few minutes, folks. Very easy to do. The secret really is the spices. Now you could, if you want to, you could use a jar like this. This would have all those spices, but there is a lot of other ingredients added to it. There's flour and everything to it, so there is additives here, so just be careful of that. Okay, so this is just sauteing off, just fantastic. So I'll show you this here now. Here I can bring over the ring a little bit more even. Can actually get rid of this now anyway, with most of the chopping done. Okay, and I'm just going to move this up along. Okay, can you see that okay? So you can see there, I'm just sauteing that off. So now what you can do is just back in with the chicken, folks. Okay, juice and all. This is lovely chicken now. Jack has nice quality chicken there, so that's what you want, you know, and it's Irish chicken, you know, that's what you have to be careful. Remember what I said in my other classes, it's great to support our local shops and our local butchers. They need us at this time, remember? There is no restaurants now, there's nobody buying extra, so all our local shops need us badly. Just try and keep with them all the way. It's going to be a long year, I have a feeling it's going to be a long year. So we need to support them. So Jack is great, he'll give you all the advice you want, and pop into him there. Same with any of the other butchers as well, they're all very friendly and great knowledge. Now folks, there we go, I'm ready to pop in my spices. Okay? And that's what you need to, you'll get a fabulous aroma. I like to add the spices now when it's dry. It's a dry pan now, okay? You're cooking off those spices. Some people add flour at this stage. You could add a tablespoon, or you can wait till the end and see how it is. But there's a fabulous smell here now, look at it. So I'm just letting that cook away there for a few minutes. Okay? Get all the spices on the chicken. They won't be long cooking now, they're nice chunk, they're easy chunks really. Just while we're waiting for that to get coated, I don't know, I spoke to you before about the basmati rice. So I have 2 portions, 150. I rinsed it with water, and then you put it into double, about 350 of water. Put it on to boil, and about 10 minutes. I'll put a timer on it. So it's important to wash it at the start. Okay, folks, so now really you're ready for all your liquids in here. So I have a tin of tomatoes. Now it's just a little fussy today. I decided you could use the passata, or if you had time now, it's only if you want this to be really perfect, you could liquidize the tin of the tomatoes rather than seeing little bits of tomatoes in it. I like to liquidize it. So that's going to give it a nice little bit of liquid there. And you're also going to add some chicken stock. I've that made up. There's just a pint here. So just add it by degrees. You won't need that. You need only about half of it really. So in goes the liquid. As I said to you, a lot depends on the size of your chicken breast. Okay? Now you also don't forget, see that? Now it's just coming up nicely. Don't forget to add some salt and pepper. Very important for the flavors to come up. But this curry now will be a lot better tomorrow. Okay, folks? And then after that, you're going to add a little bit of mango chutney. I love the mango in this, about a tablespoon. So away you go. Just pop it in like that there. And you're going to add a little bit of tomato puree as well. Okay? So away you go, another tablespoon there. You can see there now there's nice liquid starting to come. Remember now the chicken will give out a little bit of liquid, so don't be too much in a hurry to add liquid at the start. Okay? I'll just add a little dash there now. And you have two options here with the curry. You could add cream at the very end, but I said I'd be good tonight. I'd stay away from the cream. So I'm going to add a little bit of coconut milk, folks. So there, I'm just going to add about half a tin. You can get the light one as well, if you wanted to. Any of those are the light coconut milks. Okay? And the other thing that's going in is lime juice. And that really is a flavour enhancer. The lime will come up good. Lime and lemon, that's what we use them for, to help bring up flavours. I just wish you could smell, that we could give you the smell over the Facebook, but it's just divine. It's just divine. Now there I'm going to add some nice fresh coriander, and I'm going to add, I just stirred that tin before we came on, just so that you have all the thick part on top. So about half the tin should do it. Oh, it just looks lovely. And I hope Tony in Ennis there is tuned in. My brother-in-law, he's a great curry maker. So he said, Melda, I'll watch you tonight just to see. I taught him a recipe of a curry long time ago. So I'm out to change him. We're going on a little bit more tonight with all the spices. So Tony and Gretty, hope you're all listening there in Ennis. So you want to bring that up to the boil now, and I'm just going to check my rice there for a second. Okay? And Fiona's in Ennis there, and she told me there today, she sent me a message that I'm very tidy. She's very impressed with me, Fiona. So I'm delighted. Hope you're tuned in for your curry tonight. So this you can see now is cooking up lovely. Look at the thickness of it. Now, if you ever, make the curry and you think, oh God, it's too thin, you can always thicken it with our good old friend the roux, R-O-U-X. Okay, it's flour and butter. Beurre manier is another name. Kevin Dundon called it the other day, so maybe I better be as posh as him. We call it roux in the pantry, and it's fantastic. Make a little bowl like that for yourself, and it'll thicken anything you want. Now, some people use corn flour in the curries, in the korma. So, Stephen, I hope now you're taking notes there for your curry. You'll be able to make it for all of them in Curry Clare. Okay, so I'm just going to let that simmer away there nicely for a few minutes. And the other thing, I have some nice more coriander. The coriander makes it really, folks. And the other thing you could add in, if you like, at the end, if you want to kind of add more veg and you want to spread out the chicken, you could add some nice green beans. And just, you know, to hurry on the process, I just blanched them in boiling water before we came on. So that will, you know, they won't take any cooking at all then. So you can add them in and they give lovely colour. The other thing people add as well to these is broccoli. You could add little bits of broccoli at the very end. Lovely as well. So you can see there, I'm just going to turn it down. I just want it to simmer. Now, if you're at home and you're doing this, you can let simmer away nice and slow. I just wanted to kind of move faster for us tonight. I don't want to be delaying you too long. But this really is, it's a lovely recipe. And in a few minutes, I'll just taste it to make sure we're happy enough with the flavours. Okay? And then I'll just tidy here a second now, just to be able to show you then how to serve up. Okay, so if you can buy the spices, the cumin, the coriander, garam masala is another one that goes into it. It's in the recipe. I can also give you a recipe to make your own garam masala if you like. Do you know? So that would be lovely. Okay, and I just want to check our rice now there as well. Just turn this board upside down. Okay, because we had the chicken on the other end of it, so I just want to have it. Okay. Now, so what I've done here then is I just want to show you a little serving plate that goes for your curry. And really, this for my rice, but a few little accompaniments to go with the curry. Okay? And what goes lovely with curry, you could do banana, or you could do pineapple. So I just did some chopped pineapple. If you even had a fresh pineapple, to be fabulous. I did just a little miniature cup of coconut. We can sprinkle a little bit on top. Okay. I have a little bit of relish or chutney. Lovely with the curry as well. And the other thing that's lovely is natural yogurt. So that's, you know, natural yogurt will cool down. This curry won't be that hot. If you want it hotter, put in 2 chilies. We only added 1. So that's up to yourself there, what you like. I'll never forget when I was in college and we went to one of the girls in my class, Laincha Folens, if you're listening tonight. She had a birthday party and we went for her 21st and we got curry. And I remember eating the curry and I nearly died. It was so hot. It was so hot. So it takes a while to get used to eating curries. So I always remember that. Now you can see here, my curry is getting a little thinner. The juice is coming out of the veg and the chicken and all that. So just keep an eye on it. And I'm just going to add in a few little handfuls of the green beans. Now some of you might say, oh my God, why would you do that, Imelda? But it does make a difference. I'm just going to taste this now in a second to make sure we're happy enough with salt and pepper and all of that. No good making this lovely spicy curry if you don't have the spices and the blend right. But you wouldn't really go adding spices to this now, a dry spice. You wouldn't do anything for it. Yeah, it just needs maybe a little pinch of salt there. And I'm also going to add a little pinch of sugar because I added tomatoes. So just to balance it. My rice is nearly there. So I'm just going to there to show you. Just a pinch of sugar like that. That's going to balance the acid of the tomatoes. Is that okay? Now it depends on how thick you like this. But you know, this is really done now. In 10 minutes more, this curry will be perfect. I'll check a piece of chicken in a minute because I want to show you how to serve it up. Okay, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. I might just get another little bit of black pepper. So as I say, you might like it a little hotter. You might like your chicken cut into dice. That's fine. But just be careful when you're doing chicken dishes that they don't disintegrate. Don't over stir. When we're in the pantry, we're doing big pots. That's why it's good to fry the chicken off at the start. Get it browned, get it sealed, and it's 100 times better. It's a lot, you know, you might say it's a messy job, but it's well worth it. Okay? So I just want to check, I'll check this again now. Different spoon. That's way better. And the lime juice is just lovely. And I can taste the ginger. It's just so gorgeous. Okay, so I just get you the rice, and the other thing I have here, okay, I didn't think to come in. Now folks, what I did there in the oven just a second ago is a naan bread. I didn't make it. I bought 2 packets of them, and these are really good with your curry. So if you want to just cut a few little fingers like that, they're really nice. I nearly prefer them to the poppadoms. They're really nicer. Poppadoms are a little bit, you know, you can, okay, they're all right, but these are a way nicer. So, okay, folks, I'll just get the rice, I'll show you. And that's, it's 10 minutes now. So you can see it's lovely and dry. So what I do is I just get a little spoon and I pack it into the cup there, like that there. This is just if you wanted to do individuals. So you just look at, pop it out like that. Because it doesn't want to come out tonight. Okay, here we go. If you find your rice is stodgy, you could always just pour a little drop of water over it. But usually it does evaporate. I could give it maybe just another second to dry out. But anyway, I just don't want to, I just get the time moving. Okay, so there we go. And then after that, I just want to show you some of the curry there, how lovely it is. So I'm really delighted these classes are going so well. Everybody is delighted and they're all complimenting, and they really wouldn't be possible if I wasn't getting the support from all of you watching. So don't be afraid to tell me what you'd like covered in that. And I'm also delighted that my sponsors are coming on board. I'm delighted with that. It makes it a lot nicer. And, you know, it's nice to be supported in our town. And, you know, I'm doing this just for, you know, to support you all during these hard times. So hopefully you're all learning something from it. Even if you're not a baker, you might like to see the curry or that tonight. You know, if you're not into the baking, you mightn't do the brownies, but you might make the curry. I think everyone loves curry, really. So Stephen, I hope in Clare you're watching there. I just put a little bit of it out there. And if you wanted to, you could just, just put a little dash of natural yogurt on it. Then you want your coriander, I have it chopped there, you're fresh. And then you have your lovely naan bread coming out there from it. See it like that there? Now I'm just showing you, you don't have to serve it like this, but it is nice. And then you could just put a little bit of, look at coconut there. You could add just even a pineapple if you want to. Just 1 or 2 there. And then if people want the chutney, they can take it themselves. Okay, so that's our chicken korma, folks. Very easy to do. Would only take, you know, this is really done now. My chicken is done because I gave it a good fry off at the start. So that's all you have to check. Okay, you can leave it now if you want to. And you could say, well, tomorrow we'll have the curry. So it will be perfect. Okay, but a very, very good dish and will improve by being left. A bit like the brownies, better to leave them, really. That's the main thing about them. So folks, if you have any questions, I didn't get to answer a few there, any queries, but I'll get back to them now because I like to concentrate on the food. There's Michelle Cunningham there. I hear you're great at making pancakes. So I'm hoping I might pay you a visit on Sunday morning for some of those scrumptious pancakes. So hopefully you might come on and show us how to do them some night. Okay, a little birdie told me that the other day. Okay, folks, so Happy cooking, and I'll see you again on Friday night. I'll be here again at 7:30. So I hope you're enjoying, and if you'd like me to cover anything, just pop me a little message. Thank you very much.